Welcome to Building with Dope Individuals. We have Lady Ashley here from the L.A.B Inc. Can you please explain to me what the L.A.B Inc. stands for?
The L.A.B Inc. stands for the Lady Ashley Bakery.
So the Lady Ashley. So Lady Ashley is your name?
Yes, it's
your real name.
Yes, on my birth
mother named
certificate.
it, or you, that's
no,
what
my
you ran
mama
with?
named me. My mama named me that, and she had influence from my family. But
She explained why, like where that came from.
I'm the baby of 4. So after my brother, she wasn't able to have any more kids. So I'm like the miracle child. So she gave me a dope name.
So she gave you 2 names.
Yeah, 2. It was hard as a kid. That's 10 letters for a kid to remember. But no, that's better.
Do people call you by initials or anything like that?
Some people call me Lady. A lot of my friends call me Lady. Some people call me L.A. or, Ashley.
Gotcha. Have you ever been to L.A.?
Yes, I love L.A. Like, L.A. is like my second home. I literally go there like twice a year.
So it's perfect work for you.
Yes.
So tell me about growing up. Where did you grow up at?
I grew up on Murdoch in Queens. And both my parents, my mom and my dad, like I said, I'm the youngest of 4. My 2 older sisters are adopted. So me and my brother are brother and sisters. But we all grew up as brothers and sisters. So
where did you attend school at? Like middle school, high school?
Middle school, I went to Catholic school in Carnation. And high school, I went to 2 high schools. One was a Christian high school. And then I went to Mary Lewis, which is an all-girls Catholic school. And then I went to college.
That's on the hillside, right?
Mm-hmm. Right up the hill. I'm going to tell you what they used to call it.
So you went from a Catholic school to the
I went from a Christian school to a Catholic school.
Oh, Christian?
Yeah.
So what's up with these religious schools? I'm in a public school.
It was public. You know why? Back in that time, schools were so overpopulated. I wanted to go to Benjamin Cardozo so bad because my mom went there. And I got into the dance program, but because they was doing lottery, I didn't get into the school. So my mom was like, you got a plan B? And I was like, no, I want to go to Cardozo. So she's like, well, you're going to go to Bethel, which was the Christian school I went to. And then I went to Mary Lewis because I got into it.
So dancing was your
passion.
Thing growing up, your passion.
Yes.
How you end up making cakes?
That's a good question. I used to watch cooking shows a lot when I was younger. Okay. My best friend, which is funny, her name is Ashley. I used to torture her. Her name is Ashley Brown, and that's great. And my name is Lady Ashley Hazel. So I'm like, we was destined to be friends.
Wait. Your last name's Hazel? Like
yes.
Real last name?
Yes. We've been friends since we was 2 years old. So it was the Ashleys.
So Brown and Hazel.
Yes. So I used to torture her, and she's like, do we have to watch the Food Network channel? And I'm like, yes. And I just was like obsessed with it. And then my dad baked. My grandmother, my family's from like the South. So baking was like a big thing. Even just cooking in general was a big thing.
So how did you develop your baking skills? From who? Or just watching?
Watching YouTube University, I used to call it.
Okay.
And trial and error.
But you said everybody was baking. It wasn't no specific
Well, I would like watch them. I would like, the recipes I use now in my shop are a lot of my family's recipes.
Okay.
But like when you get like into the intricate details, my family wasn't making no 3-tier cakes.
So your family has a whole bunch of cake recipes. So who's the real baker?
My dad and my mom's mom, my grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the most important lessons you learned from them?
The most important lessons is
Dealing
whatever
with
you
cakes.
bake, you do it with love. Because people come to eat. Eating in general just brings families together.
Yes.
And we used to sit at the dining room table together. We would have dinner together. So, seeing everybody like talking about their day and everything, it was always like food was love for us. It was our way of expressing love to each other.
Any memorable experiences that changed your life?
My first KitchenAid. My aunt bought it. She bought my first KitchenAid because at first I was using the hand mixers.
What is a KitchenAid? I don't understand.
It's
a brand.
It's a brand, but it's the KitchenAid where you just put the mix and then you just it has the paddle attachment.
Oh, that is called KitchenAid itself?
Yes, that's a KitchenAid. So I got my first one and it was pink, and my mom was very against it because she was like, Ashley starts things and then sometimes I will quit. I would get over it. So it's like, this is just another phase. So, that was like the best thing.
All right. So you did go to college?
Yes,
Or you did?
I went to Queensborough and Queens College, and my degree's in dance. And then I went to pastry school, but my parents made me pay for that myself.
So they paid for your college.
Yes.
You're early on in college.
Well, early on
for
college.
4 years.
Yes.
But then you had to pay for your extra.
Yes, when I was like, I want to go to pastry school, and it was like,
They was in with that?
my parents are very supportive, but they was like, we don't know if this is one of your. We did tennis with you, we did horseback riding with you, we did figure skating with you. We don't know if this is gonna be one of those times. So they was like, you gonna pay for it.
So did you play sports growing up? You say all the
I did tennis for like 3 weeks. You asked me if it counts. Because I wanted to be like Serena in the cute little skirts. I was a figure skater. I did a couple competitions. And yeah, that was probably, I could swim. I did swim. Not like on teams, but I did swim.
Not competition, just swim. You just know how to swim?
I do know how to swim because they say black people don't know how to swim. I know how to swim, yes. And then dance, obviously. Dance was like literally every Saturday, 1 to 7 o'clock. I was in dance
So
school.
is your plan to like open a dance school still? Or
No. I can't even touch my toes no more. No, that dream is on the shelf. It's okay. I've come to that conclusion. It's still my passion. I have my ballerina slippers as a tattoo. It's by my heart. But no.
So how did you transition from baking as a hobby to turn it into a business?
My first cake I did for a family friend, and they liked it. But when I look at it now,
You didn't like it.
What? I was like, y'all was lying to me, but I appreciate y'all support.
We are our worst critics, but if somebody tell you the truth, that's their opinion.
No,
maybe they did like it.
The funny thing about it is, I did the cake for his graduation party from high school. He's my god brother. He graduated from college, and
While you was in high school?
Well, no, while he was in high school.
Okay.
I'm older than him.
All right.
So I told him for his college graduation, I told his mom, I was like, because y'all was supporting me when I first started, I'm gonna give you his college cake for free because now I know what I'm doing. So that's how it started out. Okay, I think I really can do this as a job. So, and I like working for myself. I never had to, thank God, because my parents were very supportive. I've never really had a 9 to 5. So everything
Never?
No.
Not one?
No.
Not even a summer yummy? Not summer job?
No. My mom owned the daycare, so I worked for her, but I've never
That's working.
Yeah, but never having to clock in, like, pay taxes and all of that.
The little.
Look, yeah, you can say that. I just had supportive parents.
What was the most exciting and scariest part of the process? Actually starting a business, than just
obviously,
friends and stuff.
Just people ordering. That was like, okay, wow, people really want to order from me. That was the most exciting. The scary is like making sure that it is what they want, because this is when social media was just starting out.
Yes.
So people wasn't as mean as they are now, because right now it's super scary. Like, you want to hold as soon as the cake leaves, I'm holding my breath, and then the next morning when I see that person's phone number, and I'd be like, God, please let it be a good text. Please let it be a good text. Then I'm like, then I can finally breathe. I don't breathe until the next day.
So how long have you been baking cakes?
I actually celebrated my 12-year anniversary August 19th.
That's cool. But when you started your company,
that's when I started baking.
you started in baking, and
Yeah, I was like, I'm a brand. I'm gonna be a brand.
so as soon as you made your first cake, you're like, all right,
I'm doing this.
selling cakes.
Yeah, I'm very confident. My parents definitely put confidence in me. Like, if this is what you want to do, you gotta buckle down. So they instilled this in all of us.
How did the pandemic impact your business? Did it hurt or help?
No. In the beginning, I was scared because everybody was like, I need my deposit back. I need my deposit back. I hit up my PR person. I was like, I need you to write a letter saying, due to these circumstances, the deposit could go to a future thing. But no, the pandemic was actually my best year.
That's good.
Shout out to my financial manager. She was like, that was your best year. But it was good because Black people, we're so creative. So it was like these drive-by parties.
Yes.
I did a couple like, what was they called? Yeah, like Insta party, like not Insta parties. It was like a YouTube party.
Okay.
I actually like attended one. These people bought cakes for it and everything.
That's
so
cool.
it was actually It didn't hurt me. In the beginning, I was nervous, but it was actually my best year because I still was working. I was pushing out like 12 to 15 cakes a week.
So how was you selling these cakes? You was delivering them? Because at the time, like, everybody was inside.
Some was delivery. Some people would pick up. My mom was very like, put that mask on and them gloves on. And that was it. But no, a lot of people either like picked up their orders from my house.
So you had cooked at home. So you had everybody still at the home?
Yes.
At your home while you cooking it?
Yes.
So how would you able to make the cakes while everybody was around you
Ooh.
in the kitchen and everything else?
My family hated me.
See, because you know how that is.
Yeah, because I took over the kitchen. Like, literally, I took over the kitchen.
For hours.
The whole day.
Don't walk hard. Don't.
And I get mad if I'm in here decorating and you decide you want to use a convection oven. That thing still produces heat. So when I finally got my shop, they had my bags and my stuff boxed up before I could even sign the lease. I'm like, guys, hold on. The guy could change his mind.
Out of here.
And my mother done redid the kitchen. The kitchen looked like something out of the TLC magazine. So, yeah.
So you open your business because they trying to get rid of you? Or you was tired of everybody determining when you could bake?
No, not my mom has a daycare in our house. Okay. So between her business is super, growing, and then mine's was growing. Okay. And I was like, I think I'm ready to step out. And I felt comfortable and confident to step out. Because, when you first start, you're like, oh, I want to get a thing, yes. a building. And my family's like, all right, like, slow your roll. And then they saw years and years. And then, they was like, all right, we believe in you. This is what you really want to do. I guess after 10 years later, they said we believe in you. But then they decided, then I was like, all right, let me go shopping around and looking for different shops.
What is one of your craziest challenges when making these cakes? Is it the custom cakes?
Yes, because people will send you a picture and say, I want the cake to look exactly like that. And I'm like, I'm not that artist. You can say I want my picture to look just like Picasso. Yeah. There's only one Picasso. It ain't gonna look like another Picasso. It could mimic it, but it's not gonna be the same. So I tell people, I can get it to you as close as possible. Yes. But remember, I'm not the artist. But my clients, because they're like starting to become clients that have come to me where I've done their gender reveal, the baby shower, the christening and everything. They're like, girl, do you? This the theme. They don't even send me a picture. They're like, do you? I trust you. So those are like the best clients. When you get those I trust you clients.
That's cool. Yeah. So with those clients right there, how do you keep them to come back?
Quality. The quality. And like you said, they become like family. So they talk to me like we like family. And I guess it gets personal and things like that. I have clients where I've done their baby showers and then they are having another baby. So I'll send them like a cute gift. Like I had a little client, my little Emma. She became a big sister, so I sent her a book, like becoming a big sister. So her mom was like, yo, you didn't have to do that. But it's like the little things that people like.
So the transition from the home to the actual spot, how hard is that? And what's like the biggest thing you ever have to do? Like the biggest challenge you dealing with now?
The hardest thing was procrastination because I was in my house, so I can come downstairs in my pajamas, bake a cake, go back upstairs, watch my shows. Then, all right, in the middle of the night, I decide, let me go do it. Ain't nobody walking around that corner. So I have to know my work hours. So that was like the biggest thing, knowing, all right, when you leave, you got to go home. 'Cause I'm a mom, so I got to give my son his time. So that was like the biggest challenge. So now being in the shop, I have a schedule, like this is my day I do this is the day I do that. Sometimes I find myself like dwindling, and then my brother works with me now, and he's very like, all right, this is what we doing today. If you ain't doing it, like you be on my neck. But that was the biggest thing.
So what marketing strategies do you use, or do you use the same marketing strategies as when you was at home?
The same as social media, word of mouth. When I first started, I started out in a pop-up shop in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your first time coming out selling cakes? That was my first time
selling cakes.
And from that, you was like, I could open a store?
Not like open a store. I felt like I could do this as a living. And it was like...
We're dealing with people.
It was like, okay, this is dope, and it was at it was a big time shoe store across the street from the Barclays Center. It was a lady named Sunny and her cousin. They opened up a boutique, but it was like high-end shoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I make cupcakes. She's good, really good friends with my brother.
Okay.
And she's like, all right, well, just come out. So she gave me the opportunity. So I tell people off the rip, I'm from Queens, but 85% of my clients are from Brooklyn.
So how was it opening a business in the same neighborhood you grew up in? Like, is it challenging for you?
No, it's actually, I love it because it's something that our community doesn't have. We don't have any bakeries, and let alone a Black-owned bakery in our community. I think the next one is like 3 or 4 miles away, and it's not even Black-owned that everybody knows of. So it was dope.
So most of your customers, sorry.
It's okay.
Most of your customers you said from Brooklyn.
Yes.
So Cake Man Raven from Brooklyn. He was like the biggest thing in here. I remember I did a modeling thing for him like 12 years ago. Yeah, a big fashion show. So have you heard of him?
Yes, definitely.
Have
He
you
was
ever
definitely
tried one of
known
his cakes?
for the red velvet cake. Have I had the opportunity to try? No, but I've his
you
name.
heard about the red velvet
everybody, that's what he was known for.
Crazy.
Everybody known about the red velvet cake, and people will come into the shop and be like, Cake Man River used to do this red velvet cake, and I'm gonna try yours and see how it tastes, and I'm like, okay, try it, and then they'll come back and they're like, all right, you the truth. I'm like, I ain't want to toot my own horn, but yeah, I am.
So do you take from other businesses that open shops before you, like other bakers?
Yes, I actually have a cake mentor. She's in Baltimore. She does which is so dope because some people feel like they got to be gatekeepers to certain things, and she's so transparent and open about opening a brick and mortar, the things you need to know that you don't know. There's a lot of things I didn't know that I needed to know to open up a shop. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna open it. Here's the money, and I'm gonna just do it. But the business aspect, this lady just pretty much gave us the blueprint. So it was super dope that it was somebody like that.
So do you have anybody working for you right now, or is everything basically
It's
on
family. It's a family business. So my brother, like I said, my older brother, my sister was working with me. I have my nieces in there, and then now I have my son's godmother, her little sister. Yeah, so I try to keep it family oriented. I'm trying to be like, the cake boss. Everybody was his family. You had other workers, but they still was like the cousin, the auntie's nephew type of vibe. So, and then people like that, they come in and they see like, oh, it's a family business. I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah, it's us.
So how do you maintain the quality as your business grows? Because you was doing it for 10 years. So how do you maintain that quality? Even if you got your brick and mortar now, you might want to take quick ways.
Not taking more than I can handle. Because you think you got a building, you're going to take on more cakes. But I tell people, they'll call me like, well, you have a building now. You can. I'm like, because I'm not playing with your money. I'm not playing with my time. And then, like I told you, social media could be the death and it could be the greatest part of your business. So I'd rather tell people, no, I can't. So it's more, like I said, quality over quantity.
Good. What's something you wish you knew before starting out?
What's something I wish before I knew starting out? The business aspect, because I'm more creative. I don't want to talk about the taxes and the finances and all of that. I don't want to talk about that. So definitely, and being okay to not having to do it by yourself and asking for help, because I have a problem.
Delegating.
I'm going to have a problem asking for help. I'll be like, I'll figure it out myself. I'm very big on I'll figure it out.
So you say that around the whole big group, and hopefully somebody say, I'll help you?
Don't.
That's what it seemed like. You said I don't like to ask.
No, because if I ask you and then it's like you either dragging your feet or it's just like, if I got to explain it to you, it's more like, all right, figure it out, just do it myself. But I have to realize I can't do everything myself. I need help. So it's okay to ask for help. That's
so
a big
I've
thing.
seen you recently have your cakes in chicken box.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's a good collaboration because we both in the hood.
Both from Murdoch.
From Murdoch. So
Perfect.
it's dope. I'm excited that they even gave me the opportunity to even be.
How's that experience? That just started, or?
It just started, but it was fun to create all the desserts for them come and try it out and see what they wanted. And so the fact that we was able to collaborate and give them some good quality
things.
things.
Only in chicken box?
Only in chicken box.
You can pick it up.
No, it's their exclusive dessert. You can't get it at the lab. We only make it, but you only can get it at the chicken box.
So what's so special about the L.A.B Inc. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
And what makes you different from every other
What makes
baker?
it special is it was a business that started from love through family support. And a lot of people can't say that they have family support. So, and you know, I don't say that to be like mean and stuff like that.
That sounds kind of mean, though.
I'm not, I'm just saying it because you know what's funny? When I went into pastry school, the first thing the guy who was the interviewer, he asked me, is this something that your parents want to support you? Because technically pastry school is like a trade school.
Yeah.
So most people want their kids to go to what? To college, to get a 4-year degree. So I'm like, no, my parents support me in, you know, pretty much whatever I want to do as long as it's, you know, something. And he's like, there's a lot of people I sit across the table from that don't have that support. So the fact that you have that is a great thing because, you know, that's not what everybody wants their kid to do. So I'm very big on family. Like, my family is my everything. So, and they supported me. Like, I can literally sit here and say, I haven't taken out a bank loan because my family was the family that sponsored me to get the business. So I got to pay them back, but I don't got to pay a bank back. Yeah. So that's why I'm very big on family.
So do you aspire to franchise, hopefully, or are you putting everything into this one business and then?
People have asked me that. I have so many like creative things going on in this cute little head of mine that I do want to have like a food truck or something like that. Okay. But for cupcakes, I don't know about going to making it so big because sometimes when you get so big, then you don't have that handle over it, and then the quality of your product starts to go to the wayside.
All right.
Yeah.
So I seen you had a VIP Brie cupcake.
Yes.
So does she have anything to do with baking it or making it?
No. So she's my nail tech. Shout out to my nail tech, VIP Brie. She's actually the person who named my shop.
Oh, really?
She called me and was like, I cannot wait till the lab opens. And I'm like, Brie, what are you talking about? And she's like, I can't wait till the lab opens because I need a cake right now. And I'm like, Brie, did you know who you called? And she's like, the Lady Ashley Bakery. And I was like, oh, girl, you on to something.
That's what it was called before?
No, I was called Fancy Confections for years. And then she told me that, and I was like, all right, well, since I got to change my name over, you know. And the funny thing about it, my chef was like, why isn't your business named after you? Your name is Lady Ashley. It's not like a typical name. And I was like, I don't know, chef. And then to think, like, that was like 8 years later, now it's the Lady Ashley Bakery.
Wow.
Full circle.
Who makes most of the cakes?
Me.
Since you have everybody baking it.
I make, my brother and I and my other assistant, they'll make the cakes, and I pretty much do all the decorating.
So you taught them how to make it?
Yes.
Or they learned from watching you?
No, I had to teach them. My brother's not even like, that's not even his field. My brother's a music producer. So the fact that he's even in there.
The one that's always in there.
Yes, they call him the chemist because he's in there. I'm like, all right now. So he's like, yo, you think we can do this and that? I'm like, all right, let me think about it and then I'll get back to you. But no, I've taught him and he's just taking off with it.
So what's new and exciting for the L.A.B Inc.?
So this is exclusive news right here. Yes. That nobody knows that the L.A.B is about to be on Uber Eats.
That's lit.
Yes. So in October we're gonna launch it and we'll be on Uber Eats. Obviously we're in Chicken Box. We're trying to find some more restaurants to partner up with to get into, and we have some classes coming up for kids.
Cake classes?
Yeah.
Good.
Cake, baking, like anything.
How about for adults?
You know what? It's hard to get adults out. They'll pay for their kids. They'll pay for their kids to say their kids took a class. The adults be kind of shaky. I do want to do it eventually. There's a lot that are happening because there used to be something big that was in Brooklyn. So it's cool that it's starting to come more into the Queens area. Okay. But I'm going to stick with the kids because the parents are going to pay.
So what's special that you make besides cakes?
My slutty brownie is a big thing. Okay. Our deep dish peach cobbler is a big dish. Yeah, it's a family recipe. Our banana pudding, it can't stay on the shelf. So yeah, and then cupcakes. We have 10 different flavors that you can come by the shop during the week and get.
So what is your best seller?
The VIP Brie cupcake.
VIP Brie cupcake.
Red velvet. We don't have nothing left on the shelf. and strawberry crunch. Those are big flavors.
So if somebody come into the shop, what do you recommend? What's the one thing you recommend?
I love lemon. I love lemon.
So lemon cupcake.
I would tell people lemon cupcake. Yeah, I would say lemon cupcake. Yeah.
So they say, if anything, I want to try one thing, you'll take lemon cupcake.
I'm gonna tell them lemon cupcake.
You hear that, y'all? Lemon cupcakes. So any exciting news for you? Anything new?
Anything new besides the Uber Eats?
Yes, besides any new events? Because you started the pop-up, and then you said you threw a pop-up.
I used to throw pop-up shops during pandemic. During the pandemic, my friend and I, my sister and I, we linked up and did.
Okay.
And what made ours special was we wasn't trying to make money off of it. It was pretty much, I had a name, she had a juice business, and I was like, we can use our platform to get other businesses the opportunity. So I'm not charging you $100, $150. No shade. I'm just saying these pop-up shops is becoming a little too expensive. If I'm coming in there with $1 cupcakes, I'm not even making back what I put out on the table. So, we kept ours at a good cost. So people still asking us to throw it, and I'm like.
So what was that thrown at?
We did a couple at Linden Studios. They're recently closed. We did a couple in Long Island, and we did one in Long Island City. So,
okay.
Yeah. So.
But those turned out good, but it just wasn't profitable.
No, but which was fine because we would have a table there too. But our intentions was to make other opportunities for other small businesses to have a place to sell and not feel like, dang, I spent $100. I'm only coming here with $2 products. I'm gonna make my money back. So everybody was just like, yo, I appreciate that because I know where I started from. So I know the opportunity. You need some place like that. So I don't know. That may be back on the table.
So are you doing any collaborations?
I don't really have no collaborations, but if I'm busy, I'm always quick to tell people, this is my girl. You go to her or go to her. I'm never gonna be like, oh, I don't know nobody. No, these are the girls I know. We're cool, and contact them and see if they can help you.
So what's your specialty with these cakes? What is the thing that you do the best?
Well, because my family's from the South. They're like Southern cakes. So they like super moist, got some weight on it. And I like more buttercream cakes rather than dealing with fondant. I could do fondant cakes, but I'm noticing now I do more like buttercream cakes. So they're decorated with just all buttercream rather than me throwing fondant on it.
So ain't fondant like a chocolate or something like that?
No, it's marshmallows that's melted down, and then they put powdered sugar in it to make it looks like Play-Doh. Okay. Yeah, it gives that smooth. Don't get me wrong, it gives that smooth look, but I can do it also with buttercream, and most people like it. They don't want to peel the fondant off the cake. So
buttercream you can't peel also?
No. Buttercream is icing. It's icing.
So how do you style with icing?
It's smooth. It's a technique. I'm an artist. No, it's a technique to give it that same look as if you was getting a fondant cake. So, and most people like it because it tastes better, and nobody wants to peel, people say, the Play-Doh off the cake.
But don't it have a taste to it?
What, fondant?
It says marshmallow.
People say it's too sweet.
Marshmallow's too sweet.
Yeah, I like marshmallows. I won't eat fondant though, but it's just overly sweet because they have to put so much powdered sugar in it to keep it that
powdered sugar to the marshmallow.
Yeah,
itself.
to give it that consistency.
Is just
imagine, and then you put in powdered sugar, and then they'll put like other things to try to bring the sweetness down. But it's just genuinely sweet.
And buttercream is just butter and sugar.
Yeah.
But it ain't already gotcha. The butter's not sugared already. So you're not adding more.
That's why you the podcast. I'm the cake caster.
So you told me a little bit before we started interviewing. So are you gonna start your cake cast? Or is that like a secret?
Well, it's a thought. It's an idea. I threw it out to one of my cake colleagues, and she was like, "Yo, that's so dope." It's just like it would be like a space like this, kind of giving us opportunities to talk about our lovely clients.
You should shoot it at BYB NYC. You should check them out.
Oh, see, I want different people to come on and talk about how they started their business. The crazy stories we have from clients, and even like new products. Because then that's how the companies start to sponsor you and stuff like that. So I want it to be like an opportunity for us to come together. And a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of black girls out there and guys not shading the guys, that bake. So it's funny when people like hear my voice, and then when I drop their cakes off, they're like, "Oh, you're the cake artist." I'm like, "Yeah, it's me."
So why you don't have nobody else drop it off for you?
Well, my brother's now the driver, but when I was doing it from home, you know, I was dropping them off. And I like, you know, interact. It's funny, I say I don't like people, but I do like interacting I like to see the people's face when I drop off their cake. That's the only time I like to see the people.
Like excited.
Yes.
Not when they ordering?
And they make it difficult, but most of the time I try to make it very seamless. Like, all right, this is what it is, and then that's it. Oops, sorry.
Thanks a lot for coming out here and taking your time out for this interview. I appreciate you. So where can we find you? Do you have like a YouTube, Instagram?
Well, I have a building, so.
Excuse me.
Y'all can find me at 114-09 Colfax Street in Cambridge Heights, 11411. We are at the corner, so it's like a triangle, so we on the backside, but y'all can find us.
Right off of Murdoch.
Right off Murdoch. Exactly, right off Murdoch. And you can catch me on my Instagram, The L.A.B Inc. I am going to get a YouTube channel soon. And my website.
And the website soon.
And a website soon. Yeah. Clearly. Who still uses websites?
A lot of people.
Nah. Yeah. I'm going to get a website. I promise.
All right. Well, thanks for watching and Building with Dope Individuals.
Building with dope. Building with dope. Every story helps us go from zero to hero on the grind.